Good morning, everybody. It's great to see all your beautiful faces. Get ready to say yes.
Yes. Oh my, I'm so bright. Okay. I think you're going to want to stand up. You're going to want to wiggle around and feel these words.
When I say yes, yes, yes to life, 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 I say yes, yes, yes to God. I claim my best. When I say yes, yes, yes to life.
We're going to give you some words now. So we're going to sing love.
When I say yes, yes, yes to love, 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 I say yes, yes, yes to God. I claim my best. When I say yes, yes, yes to love.
How about some prosperity? Really get your mouth working here now. Here we go.
When I say yes, yes, yes to prosperity, I say yes, yes, yes to God. I claim my best. When I say yes to prosperity.
How about some happiness? Everybody wants that.
When I say yes, yes, yes to happiness, I say yes, yes, yes to God. I claim my best. When I say yes to happiness.
I think we're going to go back to life. When I say yes to life.
When I say yes, yes, yes to life, 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 I say yes, yes, yes to God. I claim my best. When I say yes, yes, yes to life. I claim my best. When I say yes, yes, yes to life.
Thank you. That's great. You did great without the words. You rocked it.
So this next song is called Circle of Love. And it's essentially, as they're working out the technical difficulties, I'll just tell you the lyrics. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in the circle of love, in the circle of peace, I feel our unity, love's sweet security. I feel our unity, love's sweet security. Okay.
circle of peace. I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for the light workers. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. Hey, you made it. This is the place to be. It's Sunday morning. It's the summer solstice. You wouldn't know it if you looked out your window yesterday, right? It's like, how often does it rain on the summer solstice? This is a special time. If you turned on the news this morning, big prayer requests. So we're knowing the highest and best for this universe, especially this planet Earth right now, aren't we? Going to say a prayer for our leaders on this plane of existence, aren't we? So, with that in mind, we're going to head into our service this morning. I want to thank this band that has come together. And if you showed up in the rain yesterday, you were treated to the Full Moon Project Band and our fun fair, which we had, I think, just under 10,000 people here yesterday. Just a few people under 10,000. But everyone that was here had a huge heart. And we just want to thank everybody that, Wendy, you rock. You rock. She was our coordinator. She has not slept in 2 weeks. I know, because neither have I. But really, it takes a family. It takes a village, and this is a strong village, and we're just so grateful that you found yourself here this morning, coming back for more, right? Or those of you that didn't make it, we had a wonderful party yesterday. You could tell by the new tent that's outside on our deck. That helped save the band from getting too electrocuted by the moisture. But again, I thank you for making this your spiritual destination. We have been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us, because I'd be talking to the angels in the empty blue seats today, which are very populated. But we're going to do what we do every Sunday morning, and that's our welcome home vision mission statement. So if you'd like to repeat this. We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. You know, you have a lot of different places you could be this morning, but you found yourself here. Sit back, relax. We have a wonderful program, wonderful music, and a wonderful message for you. That's what we do here, because we know who you are. You can't fool me, God. You can't fool me. I know who you are. But our announcements are, thank you, Funfair people. Again, if you want to become a member of this center, membership has its privileges. You know, just being part of something that is raising the conscious energy level is a good thing. There are invitations in your seat back, and there's also some on the back counter. And there's a white box for suggestions. You can put your request to be a member in the suggestion box, and we will take that as a suggestion, and the board will review it. Upcoming events, GPCSL 4th Annual Fun Fair. Oh, that was yesterday. We already talked about that. Okay, we could take that out. Let's see. Grooving into Gratitude. I think I have a flyer up here somewhere. Grooving into Gratitude by our own Deborah Perdue. Raise your hand, Deborah. For those that don't know Deborah Perdue, you'll get to know her. Book study group meets once a month in 2025, the fourth Sunday. And the next one is on June 27th from July 27th. Not this. No, it's written July. My dyslexious friend is with us this morning. July 27th from 12:15 to 1:15. Join us as we amplify more gratitude together in our lives using the book Daily Gratitude Reflections Volume 2. And there's a whole thing, and there's other flyers around about that. But if you have questions, talk to Deborah Perdue. And let's see, Sacred Call. We need people that need rides to our center. Not all of us have cars or need assistance. If anybody can give assistance for someone to get a ride to the service, if you can pick somebody up on your way here and drop them off on the way home, it would be greatly appreciated. You can come see me. I'm coordinating that. Let's see. We have an AA meeting that meets here every Sunday evening at 6 o'clock if you're interested in that. And I mentioned the Grooving into Gratitude. Our metaphysical book study group meets 9 to 9:45 over in the LEC building every Sunday morning, and we are studying this thing called You by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And after that, from 9:50 to 10:05 is our meditation group where you can come and join in silent meditation if that rocks your boat. Please, if you come in late, enter in silence, so not to disrupt the people that are meditating. And the flowers today are from Chris and myself from our own garden. And I think our neighbor's garden, right? You ran over. No, only kidding. Snip, snip. Little tithe to the universe. Only kidding. It's from our garden. Okay. Is there anybody that's here for the very first time? I know Heidi is. Could you grab a welcome packet and give it to Heidi? We're glad you're here, Heidi. You're very familiar with our teaching, and we're just grateful that you found yourself here this morning. Let's hear it for Heidi. Anybody else? Oh, Christine, right? Kristen is Guy's daughter. Yes, welcome. We're glad you're here. Anybody else for the first time? Well, if you've made it here for your first time, I know it won't be your last, and we're just grateful that you're here. Blessings. Let's see. Do you have a cell phone? Maybe you want to put it on buzz so it doesn't call you. Every time I do this, somebody's cell phone rings, like right after I do it. It's usually mine. So I'm going to put it on stun. And let us stand up and sing. You know what? Let's stand up and greet each other for just a minute. And after that, we're going to sing our We Are One song. All right, we're going to sing our We Are One song, everybody.
Let's sing We Are One. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one.
I might need help. Thanks. She got it. I think she got it. Thank you.
Go ahead and start.
Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Deborah Perdue, and I'm a licensed practitioner here. And I'm honored, and it's my great joy to serve as a podium practitioner today. Please join me in reading the gratitude that's on the screen. I am so thankful to embrace the power of vulnerability and connection. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for coming and being a part of this loving community. If you have a prayer request, please fill out the yellow form that can be found in the seat backs, and you can also put it online at grantspasscsl.org. When you have an answer to your prayer, and we know you will, fill out the blue form that's on the seat backs. And that's just telling us what came true after you put in your prayer request. We love to hear from you for prayers and for demonstrations. And if you wonder what exactly a licensed practitioner does, there's a gold sheet on the seat back you can read, and it also gives you our phone numbers. We're here for you, and our main job is to pray. Today, our table practitioner is Janice Garibay. She's holding the high watch for our service today, which means that she's holding all of us and really the whole world in love and light and peace and joy. Thank you, Janice. She can direct you to a practitioner for prayer after the service. We call them the Miracle Minutes. And she'll either direct you or do a prayer for you herself. And if you're a practitioner and available to pray, will you please raise your hand right now? Where's Bucky? Oh, you raised your hand? Okay. There's 4 of us. Let's read the prayer together on the screen. knowing there is one Spirit, one mind, one substance, I joyfully honor the divinity in everyone. And we're going to sing I Am Loved, and you can remain seated for that.
Impromptu. We have rehearsed this, but at the same place at the same time.
We can roll with it.
So take a deep breath as we prepare to remember that we are truly loved.
So as soon as I saw the topic of vulnerability and connection for today's talk, I immediately thought of Brene Brown and her books because they cover that so very well. She has taught me about being authentic since I first read her book, Gifts of Imperfection, and then later Daring Greatly. I have even taught book studies on her books here at GPCSL. Through her writings and her own vulnerability, she helped me to see that being vulnerable is not a sign of weakness, it actually shows strength. And it fosters more connection with others as we show our true selves. As the years go by, I've been growing into being more real and letting others see my vulnerability, and it feels so right to me. So I'm going to read 2 reflections on this subject from my own book, Daily Gratitude Reflections, Volume 2, and close with a prayer from Brene Brown's book, Gifts of Imperfection. And after the readings, we'll meditate together for a few moments, and I'll bring us back to the room with an invocation. So the first reading is from 5:30:24, Showing Up. And there's a quote from Brene Brown. Authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. It's about the choice to show up and be real, the choice to be honest, the choice to let our true selves be seen. And I wrote, I am thankful for my vulnerability and authenticity. It is much easier to pretend to be stronger or less fearful or more extroverted than I am. To be someone who is authentic, letting others see frailties or imperfection takes true courage. Today, I vow to take off any mask I may hide behind and speak my truth and act real, knowing that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. We all share doubts and fears, and as I allow myself to be truly seen, it helps others shed their armor too. I am grateful for my transparent, open, loving heart. And one more. This is from 9/19/24. We belong. Starts with a quote by Brother David Steindl Rast. Nothing gives you more joy than when your heart grows wider and wider, and your sense of belonging to the universe grows deeper and deeper. I am so thankful for opening my heart more and more as the years go by, learning not to react in defensiveness, being vulnerable to let people in so they will know me in a deeper way. When I realize how we are not so separate as our bodies and our mindsets have us believe, then I can be filled with compassion, love, and a strong sense of belonging that supersedes separation. We are each children of the universe, and when not fighting it, we can let ourselves feel the comfort of community so much bigger than our individual selves. How grateful I am to feel and know this, and bask in joy for the unity that is ours. And here's a prayer from Brene Brown's Gifts of Imperfection book. May we find the courage to let go of who we think we're supposed to be so that we can fully embrace our authentic selves, the imperfect, the creative, the vulnerable, the powerful, the broken, and the beautiful. May we show ourselves and others the compassion that comes from knowing that we are all made of strength and struggle. May we create a just and equitable world where privilege isn't a prerequisite for self-expression and authenticity, where everyone feels invited and safe to express their power and their vulnerability. And last, may we experience the strength of connection, the love of belonging, and the grace of pure joy. So let's go into the silence for a moment or two, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. So as you're ready, please open your eyes and come back to this room, and I'll do an invocation. I'm so grateful for the connections, love, and harmony at Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I know this service is a blessing to us all. Because we are one with all that is, Spirit is always guiding and connecting us. The joy and peace and wholeness is palpable in this sacred room. Thank you, and so it is. So now we have some more special music, followed by Reverend Steve's amazing talk. Thank you.
So I want to dedicate this song to my granddaughter, Zephyr, who's almost 2.5. And every time I sing it, I just think of her sweet little face. And I look forward to being able to sing it to her one day. Soon. Amazing things, yeah. You will do amazing things with the choice that each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes the deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Thank you.
Great job, hon. Well, here we are, summer solstice, and a lot going on in the world. So I thought I would start this morning's message with something from our own Dr. Ernest Holmes. He wrote this years ago, I think back in the 30s or 40s. A prayer for my country. Maybe familiar with it? So Dr. Ernest Holmes is the person that wrote our Science of Mind textbook and other really great books. But he wrote this back at a time when he wanted a prayer for our country. Believing in the divine destiny of the United States of America and in the preservation of liberty, security, and self-expression, I offer this, my prayer for my country. I know that divine intelligence governs the destiny of the United States of America, directing the thought and the activity of all who guide its affairs. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are the gifts of freedom and are the divine heritage of everyone in this country. I know that success, prosperity, and happiness are now operating in the affairs of every individual in this country. I know that divine guidance enlightens the collective mind of the people of this country, causing it to know that economic security may come to all without the loss of either personal freedom or individual self-expression. I know that no one can believe or be led to believe that freedom must be surrendered in order to ensure economic security for all. The all-knowing mind of God contains the answer to every problem which confronts this country. I know that every leader in this country is now directed to this all-knowing mind and has the knowledge of a complete solution to every problem. And each is compelled to act upon this knowledge to the end that abundance, security, and peace shall come to all. And I know that this spiritual democracy shall endure, guaranteeing everyone in this country personal liberty, happiness, and self-expression. And so it is. Amen. Again, Dr. Ernest Holmes, my prayer for my country. So my title today, what did I have up there? And we're still together. And we're still together. Wow, who wrote this stuff? I don't know. After all this time, we're still together. After everything we've been through, here we are. And we continue. We just keep turning those pages, don't we? So speaking of turning pages, in chapter 3 of the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes wrote, "There is one spirit, one mind, one substance, and that one is manifesting in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation." Imagine how the world might transform if we truly saw the divinity in everyone. It's a time for that. Not to look at our differences, but to look at the things that connect us. You know, this week we're invited to celebrate both our unity and our diversity. Recognizing our divine connection often requires vulnerability and the courage to support one another as we share our own personal truths. You know, a lot's coming up right now. And why is it coming up? To be looked at so that it can be acknowledged and healed. There's a huge healing happening right now. While we may not always agree, each challenge presents an opportunity to practice emotional regulation, to heal our own personal traumas, and use our voices to advocate for ourselves and others. You know, we suppress a lot of the things that we don't like about ourselves or our upbringing or others. It's what we do. We try to, kind of push it aside, don't we? But it's going to come up. It's coming up for the healing. And right now, in the recovery community, and that's what we're going through, is a huge recovery right now. We call it, when you haven't fully processed your challenge, you go back out to figure it out. And right now the world is going back out to figure it out. That's what's happening, is we haven't used up that negative energy yet, right? So the world is having an episode, right? But those of us that know the truth and have our wits about us, that have gone through this personally, can keep our equilibrium for the others who are spinning out of control. That's our place for the light workers, isn't it? Is that while everyone is losing their minds, we are secure in the energetic of our unity in what the truth is. And we're being called right now to our teaching. We're being called right now to our prayer work. Now is not the time to get spun out on the news. Now, stay involved and know what's going on, but don't buy into it. Don't become part of the challenge. It's a prayer request. What is the solution? When feeling frustrated with the pace of the cultural evolution, we can find solace in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s words. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it always bends towards justice. It's just how it works. So fear not. You're only in the middle of the book. And you're always in the middle of the book. You can put the book aside or you can keep reading. It's up to you. So I'm going to get through a couple of these extra pages here. I don't need those. For many of, I'm short on time, so I'm editing as I go, please. For many of us, vulnerability can be uncomfortable and challenging, can it? Having that difficult conversation with your child or with your parent, or if you're the child, that conversation's coming. I used to tell my dad, can't you just spank me instead of us talking? Because I don't want to have the head trip of figuring out what I did wrong. I just want to be, I want to have the punishment come first. No, you go in your room and you think about what you've done. He knew that was my punishment because I always figured out that I had done something wrong. What's wrong with lighting a fire in the backyard? We were playing camping and I knew where the matches were. He's like, yeah, but you don't know how to control fire. And responsibility and freedom go hand in hand. And if you can't handle the responsibility, you can't have the freedom. Took the car away several times because of that. So we're at that point where we're having to have the conversation with the rest of our consciousness who is still figuring it out, right? There's a part of us that's still figuring out. Apparently, I thought we were further along than this, right? But we're not. We're not. So, what do? We chop wood, and we carry water, and we do our prayer work, and we move the energy, because everything is energy, into what we do want to experience. Don't get stuck in this. Don't get pulled into the negativity of this. We are the light workers and we keep the consciousness high. See, if we don't express our truth, we may distance ourselves from the divine in each other. We don't want to do that. Everybody's divine. Yes, everyone is divine. Here's some truth for you. Here's for the advanced metaphysicians among you, and you wouldn't be in this room if you weren't an advanced metaphysician. Powerful healing occurs when we have the courage to embrace our vulnerability. Ouch. Our intuition can guide us through initiating and participating in difficult conversations, avoiding interactions with those who have hurt us or whom we disagree can hinder our growth. I don't want to have that conversation, though. I want to put it off. But there comes a time when the pain of hanging on to the comfort is more uncomfortable than the pain of moving through the challenge. And we all get to a point where we say, okay, we got to do this. We have to take the bitter with the sweet. Edwin Gaines says that if you're going to eat a plate of frogs, eat the big one first. Think about it. I don't know why you'd be eating a plate of frogs, but if you were, yes, because the other ones would go down easy, I guess, after that. They would jump away. They would hop away, right. However, it's critical to recognize that boundaries are also a form of vulnerability. Protecting ourselves, God calling, protecting ourselves from harm or abuse is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary step in maintaining our well-being. Setting boundaries allows us to create a safe space where we can engage in meaningful dialogue without compromising our safety or our dignity. They're tough conversations, but they need to happen. Somebody needs to sit down with people in power and have a tough conversation. Because I don't think this is the right direction. That's just me, though. So let's breathe, shall we? Let's all breathe. You know, yesterday the band played a song called Breathe by Pink Floyd. Oh, man, so good. I just remind myself every time I'm playing that song to breathe. Our breath can help us stay calm, remind us of our love, the love that is within us. The love is the glue that holds us together. Whenever there's a challenge, it's because the love has either dried up or it just needs to be activated. It's always there, but we need to see it, giving us confidence to face uncomfortable conversations. It's important to be gentle with ourselves, showing grace and patience as we trust our intuition, to guide us in starting these conversations. Taking time to process our feelings and prepare is often necessary. And usually the preparing is worse than the conversation. You know, our mind is so incredibly creative that everything that we imagine never happens. We have to imagine other things. How good can it get? What does it look like all worked out? When we're ready, practicing compassion for ourselves and others as we speak our truth will help us create space for open and honest dialogue while also affirming our light and set boundaries and protect ourselves. That's how we stay together. That's why we're still together after all we've been through. Because we hold that love as higher than any action. As my mom used to say, I don't like what you do, but I love who you are. I never knew what that meant until it happened to me later in life, and I was like, oh man, change my evil ways here. While we may not all agree with each other, we can all strive to practice unconditional love and acceptance with each other. If you can't oblige someone and think the way they do, can you oblige yourself? Can you be obliging to them in their situation and understand this is where they are in consciousness and not shut them out? You know, everybody's gonna wake up, either now or later. But it's not your decision. You can't make someone wake up. You can't leave metaphysical books laying around hoping they get it. They're going to get it when they get it. You know, some people are like, oh, that talk was so good. I'm going to give this, you know, my son or my brother or whatever. They need to hear this. I'm like, no, this was for you. You need to hear this. This is yours. I mean, you can gift it to somebody else, but they're probably not in the place where you are receiving it. So receive it for them. Take it in for them, and it will get to them. Again, while we may not all agree with each other, we can all strive to practice unconditional love with each other and acceptance. If you can't oblige someone, at least speak nicely to them. Oblige them. You don't have to get ticked off and call them bad names, you know, change the energy of their energy because you're not accepting their energy. They're doing what they do. Where you are accepting it is where you are. Where they are is on them. What they think about you is none of your business. Those with challenges in this life, marginalized identities. Maybe they're people who have chosen a different lifestyle than you. They don't lack something. They're not broken. They're just different. We need to see people as who they are, doing the best that they can with what they have. God bless them. You don't want somebody telling you that you should be different, so don't tell other people to be different. This is just being kind, right? I mean, if you think that somebody else's behavior is going to affect you, then you need to move away from their behavior. But that's on them. Don't make it yours. Just pray divine right action in their life. You can't change them, but you can change your idea of them, which changes them. Just saying. It's essential for everyone to educate themselves in order to better support and connect with others. Engaging in uncomfortable conversation is an opportunity for growth and evolution, even though growth can sometimes be painful. And we are experiencing growing pains right now as a whole. I call it our CTE, Collective Transformative Experience. But aren't we glad that we have some people that are holding the light? We are more needed than ever before. No less needed than ever before. But we are the people who can make the difference right here and right now. I think the spaghetti's done. When we feel resistance to shifting our perspective, we can see it as an invitation for personal development. Rather than trying to change them, what needs to be changed about you? This is a moment to release any urges to argue or defend or beliefs and instead approach the situation with openness. Are you open to a different idea? It's not if a Catholic person is marrying a Jewish person. It happens. But are they both open enough to love each other in what they individually choose to believe? And maybe open themselves up enough to understand the other person's belief, to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about changing. We don't want to convert anybody here. We want to make you the best you can possibly be. As long as you don't hurt yourself or anybody else, you matter. You are awesome. You are part of the puzzle. As Rumi says, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, and I will meet you there. And I would add, and we will dance and play music and love one another beyond our differences, because they don't matter. God doesn't care what your favorite color is or what sexual preference you have or what political party you are, because God doesn't have one. God loves it all. Can you think that way about your life? Just an invitation to open and expand. See, the presence of love expresses through each of us. And this week we are invited to recognize the divine essence within everyone we encounter. Every news report that comes up. Every time we spill the milk. How do you treat yourself when you've made a silly mistake? Think about it. When you've done something really silly, when you press send and you should not have, you know what I'm talking about. I wish I could get that text back. Wait a day and then delete it. You'll feel much better. Or send it to a really good friend who understands what you're talking about, just so you have that expression. When we engage in disagreements, it's easy for us to focus, to shift our frustration, rather than acknowledge the spiritual nature of the person that we're at odds with. So when we're at odds with something or someone, or if we can look to like I said at the beginning, I know you're God. You can't fool me. I know you're there. I know you're there. You're just choosing to wear this interesting mask right now. And it changes the energy. And that's what we're about. We're energy workers. We're light workers. Changing the energy from negative to positive. What if we viewed every challenge as an opportunity to deepen our connection with one another and to Spirit? Wow. We have lots of opportunities right now. Yay. Many people who are in the LGBT community have faced opposition and prejudice, including legislation that impacts their freedom and rights. And despite these challenges, the community has shown remarkable solidarity and resilience. You know, people are going to be who they're going to be. And that's cool. Let them be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, man. Let it be. Walk on. Walk on. Oh, this is, okay. Everything's with a musician, everything's a song. So as Ernest Holmes noted in the Sermon by the Sea sermon at Asilomar, say that 7 times straight. True strength comes from choosing to be for something and against nothing. Can you do that? You know, what comes up first, is, those, wait, 3 fingers pointing back. That's a blessing. God bless those energies of light. See, those with whom we disagree offer us a chance to remember and embody this principle, embracing the opportunity to engage with empathy and understanding. I understand how that can make you feel. I've been there. Now, I'm not there right now, but I've been in similar situations, and this is how I got through it. Love. Love, love, love is the answer to every question. We're invited to move beyond the concept of a safe space and embrace the creation of a dedicated, brave space for healing conversations. It's tough love right now. It's tough love, and it hurts. But you know what's on the other side of that pain and that challenge and that misunderstanding? Is divine unity, is wholeness. This isn't just about comfort. It's about engaging deeply and courageously with one another to foster genuine understanding and connection. You know that situation where you had with some person and it was so challenging and you thought they'd never be your friend again, and somehow you walked through it and you had a healing, and now everything is resolved and you understand each other a little bit better? Let me give you an example of this. I was at a job and I was having a problem with the manager. You ever have a problem with the manager? They want you to do it one way and you want to do it this way and your way is the best. Well, that created a meeting where we got together to talk about our differences. And, they had the papers to release me. And I had my resignation letter ready to go. And what happened was I addressed it. And I said, you know what? We have an impasse here. We have a misunderstanding. And you can fire me and I can quit. And we will both recreate this energy wherever we go. You'll attract another employee that disagrees with you. And I'll attract another job that I don't get along with. Why don't we have a healing about this? Now, I was just getting fresh into metaphysics. I was like testing the waters. Does this stuff work? And I was like, okay, it's either sink or swim, Spirit. And they said, you are talented and we want you here and we're going to work this out. I was like, somebody's listening. I was like, that's what I want. I came out of there with a raise and a promotion. Well, it's because I was ready and they were ready to put down our armor and be real. And they said, look, these are things that we want you to change. And I said, well, these are things that I want you to change. And we could be real with each other, and a huge healing occurred. But you see, if we hadn't been open, both of us, to that healing, I'd have been in the unemployment line, sprucing up my resume, and they'd have been looking at, jobs.com, try to find an employee. But instead of going through that, we healed what our imbalance was and the energy reconnected. I was the right person for that job. And they were the right employer for me. And they wanted me. But you see, I had to put down what I thought they were doing wrong. And they had to put down what they thought I was doing wrong. Not everybody can do that right now. But can you be open to that healing in your life when it comes up for you? I ask you to remember that. When something happens and you have an impasse, go, do I really want to recreate this? How can I heal this right here where we are right now? That's where transformation happens. A world that truly works for everyone begins with our collective effort to be open, honest, and compassionate to everyone. I may not agree with you, but I love who you are. Let's commit to this transformative journey together. Let's make our space safe by being real with one another. Where courageous conversations begin, healing can transform the energy. This doesn't mean that we're all going to be the same. It means we're all going to get along and move towards higher consciousness. That's why we're here. So, we're still together. We'll always be together. There's only one of us here. And it's God and it's you. So it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you, Tapatu. So it's time for our healing energy of prayer. Let's follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or take a soft focus on the beautiful flowers, or maybe the candle up there, whatever takes you deeper, or leave your eyes open if that works for you. But I invite you to bring to the forefront of your conscious awareness of what you believe divinity is to you. What is this thing called spirit, called God, called Christ consciousness, called Jesus the Christ, called Great Spirit, or source energy, or whatever your word is, or it. It is animating all that is. It is expressing as the love and the harmony and the peace. The peace, yes, the peace that may appear to be beyond our understanding, but is available. I don't know how that works. All that I know is it does, and that's all I have to know. I don't have to know how to figure it all out. All I have to know is that it is in the process of figuring it out, and I am part of its instrument of divine love. Anything that comes into my arena is transformed into love. I am a love magnet and transformer. That's why we're here. And in that energy of love and transformation, healings are happening. Healing, whatever you're working with, I don't know what you're working with, but I know that the divine does. And it is the transformative energy of love that is being presented to you in a way that works itself out because of your determination to find love within it. turn away from the challenge, not to deny it, but not to give it any more power. If energy flows where our attention goes, put your energy on the solution, on the love, and on the healing, and transformation will occur. So as we are transformed by the renewing of our minds through that love, a new world is being born right here and right now before our very eyes. For we are standing in the doorway of a huge transformative shift. And we are the love of this new universe being made manifest. You are it, and it is you. The veil has not been lifted, it is gone. So I give great thanks for this healing and this revealing of truth. For what I know is that love is happening. So I let go and I let God be God in every situation. I let go and I let the energy of transformation and love be the answer to all of my challenges. How grateful I am, placing these words directly into divine law, because I truly know with all my heart, I know it is so. As we affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, Perdue. Okay. Come on back, everybody. We're going to pray some more now. Okay. It's time for our prosperity affirmation on healing. And if you'd like to recite this with me. With love, I give freely and joyously. My generosity is multiplied in return. Thank you, life. And now the musicians will come up in some special music.
Deborah's talk a couple weeks ago inspired this song. It's like, we've got to do this song. Sad eyes, don't be discouraged, oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true. That's why I love you, so don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear. You call me up because you know I'll be there, and I'll see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are shining through. I see your true colors, and that's what true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chris and Ann, Wynn, and George. Aren't they great? Let's hear it from them again. Awesome. Great job, you guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. Really. Okay, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning, shall we? From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They are evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world. They allow the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this community, this world, this universe is expressed with love and thriving in divine right action. And so it is. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and stand up and sing our peace song, shall we?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, with every let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let this begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with
And now for our benediction. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And it's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I know it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Have an awesome week, everybody. Happy solstice, happy summer. God bless you. Much love. So it is. I know. We all did. Let me turn this off.